Hola, and today let's welcome some Peruvian death metal. Yeah, this one is called Tunjum. I have absolutely no idea what is that supposed to mean, but his album Deidades del Inframundo. At least I have some idea what that might actually mean. So, this one comes from Peru, and it's the debut album of a band that was founded sometimes in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. These information from the internet are not always exactly right, and we live at the age of information, which means that labels do not always include any information with the little releases. Well, we do not care. This is about this album, not so much the band. So here's the CD. As you can see, very old schoolish way of having the band picture there and all that stuff. This is the CD, obviously, and here we have this booklet, which shows you a cover of some sort of altar. I'm not exactly sure what are these beheaded heads supposed to be because they don't look so scary to me, but who knows. So here's once again the band picture with the three-man lineup. And well, inside this is very basic stuff here: lyrics, band photos, of which now my zoom is not working with, but you'll manage just to get the idea of what this band looks like. Bullet belts and all that South American madness. Now, if only the madness was induced a little bit better with this album, I might be happy and jumping with my 1 feet. Foot. But sorry guys, this is one of those no cigar albums, and the reason is this. These guys are kind of a time capsule band with this particular album because it's like as if this is early 1990s doing death metal the very traditional, very basic way. Now, the music with this band from Peru is all about this basically doing 41 minutes of very basic death metal. Basic, old school and all that stuff with riffs that are as original as this white brick wall behind me. And even as such, things as originality don't always matter as much. It might be nice to actually have some killer songs, tracks, or even chorus parts which would actually make the difference between the mediocre and the good, not let alone more than that. But unfortunately, Tunjum is more like I've heard this a million times before, and most of that time better played with better songs, with better production and all that stuff. Now the production here is not the key element, it's just totally fine, but then again, nothing brain cracking or anything of that sort. And same goes for the kind of a typical rolling vocals. They're kind of dark and on the background, but they don't feel like there's any passion or skill or I don't know, anything else to it. Now, riff-wise, this reminds me of, say, Archscope and the like, but less black metalish. There is certain kind of not pure death metal in the essence of this band, but all the songs are just kind of lazy. They're kind of the type of riffs that are like, yeah, maybe this album will eventually grow up to some different levels until it doesn't because it ends. So while this is not a bad album, it feels like to me that these guys are, still in the kind of a rehearsal phase. They've released like 3 demos and a couple of other mini releases, EP and whatnot. And still with this debut album, it feels like that these guys are just learning the genre. Or maybe they kind of already know it way too well and they're just repeating those patterns, which basically were okay in the early 90s because there were not too many bands doing decent basic stuff. But now, and this is the chronological snobbery term here, in 2018, we are not supposed to have an album that sounds 1991, but being one of those less good standard bands here. So once again, I have very little excuses why I would want to put this in my collection. While it's not a bad album, while it's totally mediocre and doing just fine, it's like I don't have a place for this kind of stuff. Maybe if I saw this one on a festival or some nice club gig and I was conceived, what the hell, you know. If I was like totally like, okay, these guys are so mad and great and whatever, I would be like, yeah, I'll give them a chance in an album. But with this one, it's just like, man, I'm tired, and this album is making me even more tired. Not bad, but still, mediocre is mediocre is mediocre. If you're not already filled with, I don't know, hundreds of mediocre death metal CDs, maybe you want to give this a peek. I don't know. I wouldn't have to this review. Way too mediocre for its own good. So, no cigar. See you soon, and bye bye.